All right, everybody. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the marketplace with Uche Onochie, where we discuss marketplace issues, where we come to become better by learning how to properly handle things in the marketplace. The marketplace is like the other part of the world, is in you wherever you are, um, wherever you are, take that away. The other places are marketplace. The other areas they're just marketplace. So it encompasses the world. We trade. That's where we trade. That's where we. Oh, but I won't be able to see them. That's where we trade. But that's where you trade. Or maybe you'll be telling me so that that's where we trade and that's where we do all that we need to do. So I welcome you all today because we'll be discussing something very important. How can I maximize my potentials and accelerate results? When you hear maximize potentials, what does it talk about? It's all about results. It's all about the results that you get. So this is my intro to this topic, and I said part of it we used to advertise this. Part of it we used to advertise this program on our social media handles and all the other places that we advertise. So who is this topic for, really? I think it's for everybody because each step of the way there is something that you want to achieve, there is something that you're trying to develop yourself to achieve. So are you living up to your full potentials? Yeah, you ask yourself, because a time comes, this youthfulness is elusive. You are young, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, and you think that you always remain like that. You think that the world will always be like that. You be in your 20s, in your 30s, and things are going, you're strong, you just think that it's always going to be like that. I don't want to bust your bubble, but it is not always going to be like that. What you what you what you sowed the um 10 years ago is what you will be reaping here today. So if you have eaten your seed, you did not sow anything, or you did not prepare yourself for harvest, you probably be having one or two regrets right now. But it's all good. Anywhere you are in life, there you can make that change. Anywhere you are, you can make that transition and make that change and start to live the kind of life that you want. So, are you living up to your full potentials? Do you feel as though you have all this untapped potential inside of you? Do you feel that there's some form of greatness on the inside of you, but you don't understand, you just know you've got what it takes to achieve your dreams, but for one reason or the other it's just not happening for you. You know that there's so much on the inside, there's so much you can give the world, but it's just not on the inside of you. You may even know what to do, but still nothing happens. There's just no forward movement for you. I always see myself, and I think I've said it here a couple of times. Growing up, I always see myself. uh, I always see myself in suit. I always see myself speaking. I always see myself in places where I'm speaking, I'm teaching, I'm counseling, I'm mentoring. I've always seen it as a child, even when I did not understand what it is. This is the problem. Then I was now born an introvert. Then I was now born shy. Then I was now born not being able to express myself openly. but to express myself internally. See, a lot of people will grow up in life and thinking that this is God in his infinite wisdom made us like this. And so because God made us like this, tell this guy to switch this to, yeah. Because God made us like this, so we need to need to live like this. We need to be like this. No. I was telling a young man yesterday in church, and he asked me, and I told him that, look, there's nothing predetermined for anybody anywhere. The day you decide to change yourself and to change your destiny, to change where you are, everything, man and the universe will respond to you. They will respond to you favorably. So they're not responding because you have not made that move to say, look, to say I need a transition in my life. But I feel you. If you feel that there's something on the inside of you, you know, and you're just not betting it yet. I need it here. I need to see. You're just not betting it yet. Then I feel that this presentation is for you. You know, you feel that something is keeping you stuck, living in a version 1.0. You know, I always talk about versions. Your version, a new version. We understand the version of phone. What version are you using? What version of this? What version of this? And everybody is striving to buy a newer version of what, a newer version of the phone or whatever gadget they're using. The same applies for us. The same applies for us. The same applies for us. Bring it here so that I can see. The same applies for us. Because deep down in our guts, deep down in our guts, you feel that it's time for you to make a change. Is it okay then? Okay. Okay, Collins, Collins, welcome. I can see you. Yeah, you introduced yourself in church yesterday. Good to have you here, Collins. Yeah, welcome. Okay, I was talking about the version of you, a new version of yourself. Deep down in your guts, you know that it's time for change. So when you have that restlessness on your inside, it means that the time for upgrade has come. It means that the time to upgrade to a new version of yourself has come. So I will say to you, it's time for version 1.2.0. You need to leave 1.0 and let us move on. A new version is the version that will help you achieve your goals and your objectives. It will help you to tap into your full potentials. It will help you to maximize your results that you want from the actions that you take. Okay, so let's now look at what is maximizing your potential. Essentially means getting more out of yourself in every situation. How do I get more of myself out of every situation? Once you begin to think about that, it means that you are ready now for, you are ready to maximize your potential. It means doing more in less time. You're looking for, how do I upgrade to achieve more? You know, sometimes you see some people that have gone before you, and you're wondering, is it not the same 24 hours that this same person has? You read and read and read, and you see somebody that knows more than you, and you're wondering, is it not the same 24 hours that I have, that we all have? You know, I remember when we used to use concordance. No, what is this thing that they used to find verses? Is it concordance? Is it concordance? Yes, concordance. You can imagine many people didn't know that there were softwares that can give you scriptures instantly. Many people didn't even know that Google, you can, at that time, you can just put in a word that you remember. So we'll go and be looking. Did you try it? Wow, it was, so you can imagine once you begin to try to upgrade yourself, you see that you can do more in less time and achieving better results, because I tell you, maximizing potential is all about results. It's all about results. However, to attain higher levels require you to first upgrade yourself. You are on version 1.0 right now. It is time. Then the objective is for you now to upgrade to version 2.0 over the next 30 days. So I'm like giving you 1 week to make this transition and make a change in your life. So, but how do you begin to do this? That's the reason why we are here. You do this by assessing. For me, I said you're assessing where you are. You're assessing where you are, then you are figuring out where you want to be and drawing up a plan of action to get there. I always look at when I think, just like those of you in Zoom will see my presentation, this is how I think. I am in one cliff, right? I'm in a cliff. I'm on one part of a cliff, and I want to get to the other part. My destination, I'm on Broke Street. I want to get to Wealth Avenue. What do I need to do? If you start thinking, what do I need to do? It means that the time to upgrade has come. The thing is that people don't ask themselves questions. People don't ask yourself questions. Perhaps you feel that you're capable of climbing the career ladder and getting that promotion you've been looking for all these years. Or maybe you want your business, you want your business to go to another level. What do you do? What do you begin to do to get that promotion? Many years ago, I stayed for like 5 years or 7 years, can't remember, and I was on the same level. And I didn't like it very much. Although the company was not promoting, they're not known to promote on time, but I felt that I should have been there, and I should have been promoted. But I started asking myself, why? That drove me to begin to ask some people that are older there. I said, what is happening? What is this? How does one get promoted in this company? And first of all, they told me that my job function, you are working hard behind the scene. We were in the oil and gas division and we were always on the move. And I was on the logistic department. We are always on the move, making sure that men and material don't delay in getting offshore. But the thing is, I am not in the boardrooms. I'm not in the management meeting. I'm here in Port Harcourt, and the company is in Lagos. So I'm not there. The person that oversees, like administrative person, yeah, he's high up there, but he's the one that collates things that are coming out of Port Harcourt. Okay, I see Stockfish Warehouse. I need Stockfish. Welcome to Instagram, Stockfish Warehouse. I need Stockfish. Perhaps you send one. If you like my presentation today, you send me one. Okay, I was saying, how do you get promoted in the company? And I said, I asked around, and the guy said, where you are is your problem. Where you are is your problem. So I felt that making sure there is no downtime, because if the vessels that we manage for one day, they were paying a lot of, back then, I think it was $20,000 per day. Nobody wants to lose that kind of money. We had an FPSO we're managing. that I think the amount was what, $200,000 a day, many years ago. So nobody wants to lose that kind of money. Nobody wants to lose that kind of money. So whatever you need to do, and they told me that I am working, that everybody knows that I'm working hard, but they cannot see it. They are not able to equate and interpret what I'm doing. Then I have a colleague that was somewhere else here also in the South, and this guy doesn't do much. He knows what to do, or he understands what to do, and he understands the company. He can just be in his bed and he will just write emails sent to the executive director that community boys are almost burning the office. Nobody's burning the office. And we need 50,000 to be able to solve this thing. And nobody was doing anything. Nobody. But you see, he was sending mails and always sending those things. And Lagos thought that he was working. We back here, we were solving issues and felt that we don't need to disturb anybody. We are capable of doing it. So we were doing it. And they did not know that we were handling issues here. So why promote somebody that, yes, he's effective, but he's not solving problem? He's not a manager. He's not a top management material because he's not solving enough issues. I say he's not solving enough issues. It's okay. From that day, every single thing I am reporting on a daily and a weekly basis, I am reporting, I'm saying this. And by the time they started seeing the magnitude of the things that we were doing here, double promotion came in quick succession. So you need to understand how to upgrade yourself. Then apart from understanding, one way to upgrade yourself that I did was to understand the company culture and politics. But I was also able to, develop myself. Then I didn't know how to use PowerPoint. And when you go, is it like a boardroom? And I now started making sure very important meetings, I also will go to Lagos so that you see me, so that I can speak and let everybody know that I can talk. So I make sure, and when they say, no, you need to, I say, I have people that will take care of it that want to come. So the first thing I needed to do was I had to go and learn how to do boardroom presentation. I couldn't do PowerPoint then. So I learned PowerPoint. I learned how to make presentation. When people are making presentation, I went to YouTube and I learned how to make presentation. That is upgrading. So that the first time, because some people, the first time they tell them to come and do a presentation, they are shaking. Of course, you are looking at people that can sack you on the spot, and they are looking at you, and it's like they are extraying you, and they are just waiting for you to make a mistake. Then they will now tongue lash you. So what helped me was in that same YouTube, I was able to feel as if I've done it before. So when I actually did it, yeah, there were some shaky moments, but I was able to pass through and they clapped for me. That is one way of saying that you need to upgrade yourself to be ready for what you want. Whatever it is for you, it's now time to be honest with yourself. Lay down a path that will help improve your results. Okay, so wow. No, I'm cool. So for you to be able to start this process of rebranding, of this process of upgrading yourself, you need to ask yourself some questions. I brought out a couple of questions that you need to ask yourself here. You need to ask yourself some questions. The first one is, where am I at in my life right now? What goals will I like to achieve? You see, the person that asks question, in our local parlance, they say that person that asks question it doesn't get mixed. It doesn't miss the road. It doesn't miss the path. You have to be dissatisfied. See, when a young man comes to me dissatisfied, I smile because that is the first sign of progress. But when you are comfortable where you are, and when somebody tries to tell you, don't you think this business you should, I don't have energy. This one is just giving me, I'm making 5 million a year. I'm okay. I don't need to stress myself. It means that you are comfortable with that status quo. I can't help you. Nobody can help you. Even God cannot help you. Because without faith, it's impossible to please God. And without faith, it's impossible to move. But somebody that is dissatisfied where he is, that person is ready for change. Because now he's asking himself, why am I here? Just like I asked myself, why was I not promoted? Why am I here? Where am I now? What goals will I like to achieve? That's the first question. The second question is, how do I feel about where I am and what I have managed to achieve so far? Most people are not happy, especially when you cross 40, 45, you begin to head to 50. That's what they call midlife crisis. What is really midlife crisis, from my own definition, is when you weigh your age when you put your age and your accomplishments on scale, which one goes up, which one comes down. That is what causes midlife crisis. Because most people will put, and their age is up, and their age is down, and the age is up. It means that they are not balanced at all. You can't equate your age with your accomplishment. You begin to have stress. So how do you feel? You must be dissatisfied. Without that, you won't be able to make a move. And how have you managed so far? You must take an inventory, assessment of where you are. Another question is, you have to ask yourself, how will I rate the quality of my daily performance and effort? Are they up to par? See, if you need to get to a point that you want to change your life. You need to get to a point that you are dissatisfied, and you need to change. What am I doing every day? How can I change the things that I do? I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is I go to Investopedia to find out what is the latest thing on investment. Then I head up to YouTube and I just watch one or two people speak. I just watch the people they call the new wave or rave. I just watch them speak for like 10, 15 minutes. I'm assessing to see, because speaking is my call, is my job. So I need to know what is happening. How am I performing? What I'm working on right now is how to finish the load that I have. Sometimes I have so much schedule, that so much things to do, I become so overwhelmed, I do nothing. How do I discipline myself on a daily basis to be able to achieve the things that I want? Then apart from that, apart from having assessment of the things that you need, of the things that you've done, you also need to know what am I doing well? You need to know, what am I doing well? Where am I happy, fulfilled, and successful? These are pointers to places you need to concentrate. You need to concentrate to the places where you are doing well, places where you are happy, fulfilled, and successful. Because it will direct you that the important places where your strengths are. It will show you where your strengths are. Another question you need to ask yourself where you are dissatisfied with where you are is, where am I struggling at the moment? You need to know where you're struggling at the moment, really. Then you ask yourself, what do I want that I have struggled to achieve also? What do you want? I wanted a promotion. I wanted recognition for the job that I was putting in at that time. I needed it, and I had to find a way to get it. If I did not do those things, I would not have been promoted. What do you want that you want to achieve? You're tired of earning 5 million per annum, and the family is growing. There's nothing wrong in saying, how do I earn 50 million? I'm tired of struggling. What are the things that you need to do? The first, you need a mentor. You need to belong to an association where you hear things that can make you grow and scale. There are many things that you need to do. Okay? Another question you need to ask yourself, where do I feel as though I have more potential and ability? In what specific areas? Concentrate on those areas. Concentrate on those areas where you feel as though you have more potentials. They are pointers. Okay? All right. Another question is, why do I feel this way? How have I let myself down in these areas? Why do I feel dissatisfied? Why do I feel that there's more that I need to, there's more that can come out of me? It's just like when you, for those of us in Nigeria and Africa, when you begin to have some symptoms, you begin to have headache most nights, or you begin to have aches, joint aches. When you're climbing the staircase, you have joint aches, your mouth becomes bitter. What will you say is coming? People say it's malaria that is coming. Why do I feel dissatisfied? You need to know the why. For goodness sake, I'm a master's degree holder. I've done many courses. I'm doing this. Why is it that these things are not working for me? That's a very interesting question. You need to find out why. So that complaint that you have, that dissatisfaction that you have is good. God placed it there so that you can make a move. If you are comfortable, there's nobody makes any advancement when they are comfortable. Okay, another question you need to ask yourself, how can I potentially improve my output and results? Okay, now I know what I want. I know where I am. I've done that SWOT analysis of strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Now I want to move over to this side. What can I do to improve my output and results? How can I learn from my past successes and failures to help me move forward in a better way? So failures are also, in fact, failures are better teachers than success. Failure is painful. Success is sweet, you forget easily. But failure is painful, is a better teacher because you don't forget. You don't forget. I remember when we were in school, there's this lady that was teaching us English at one time. She actually came to be like a substitute. Everybody was praying for the day she would leave. She will embarrass you in spelling. Her own is spelling. But guess what? All of us had to go and learn spelling because we don't want that embarrassment. So you can imagine that, because some people, because they got one spelling this week, they will relax. Then the next week, they will fail and they will get exactly, they will see the other side of her. So learn. It makes you learn better. I always say that failure is the pointer to success. Another question you need to ask and review concerning your potential is, how will raising my personal standards help me to achieve my desired result? Personal standards. We will so understand what personal standards is. Without that personal standards, you might not be able to move forward. To maximize your full potentials, you need to upgrade yourself to version 2.0, to the next version. Most people are stuck in 1.0, but you need to go to 2.0. even 3, 4, 5, depending on what you're doing. I keep saying that the next phase of work that Lord has set me and put in my heart, I need to upgrade even to version 12.0. So we need to constantly improve ourselves, especially our personal standards. So now let's talk about these standards. You have what you have in life right now because of your personal standards. You are a sum total of your personal standards. If you have low standards of yourself in various situations, then it shouldn't come as a surprise that you are getting subpar results. People, when you get substantial result or subpar result, it means that your standard, your personal standard of yourself is very low. Raising your personal standard to higher levels helps you to perform at a higher level. When you raise your standards, you are no longer settling for mediocrity. When you are tired of where you are, is a sign that you have been dining with mediocrity. But when you say, no, I want to move up, it means that you are striving to begin to dine with success. And all these things have to do with your personal standards that you set for yourself. The personal standards that you set for yourself. So what are these personal standards that I've been talking? They are nothing more than a set of behaviors. Personal standards are nothing more than a set of behaviors. These behaviors are built upon expectations you have of yourself in various situations. What are your expectations in life and in the various circumstances that will come your way? They are in some respects called performance standards. Personal standard is also performance standard. They lay down the benchmark of your performance, the performance of your life. So it's important you understand personal standards. There is a set of behavior, is a set of habits that you acquire that will help you to achieve those things. Your personal standards are reflected in how you treat yourself and also how you treat other people. You know, some people just don't treat themselves well. Some people don't treat themselves well. You know, I mean, if you don't keep your hygiene up, it means that you don't like yourself much. Some people will just say, it doesn't matter, the shirt is not that dirty, I will wear it the second time. You know, it doesn't matter. It means that you don't respect yourself much. Some people will say, no, I don't sweat a lot, so I don't need a deodorant. I don't even need a perfume. You can get very good. Well, I don't want to. I'll mention, but if I see that you don't know when you can have a body odor, you don't know. We live in the tropics, for Christ's sake. How can somebody not use deodorant or perfume, even at the cheap ones? They are very cheap ones. It shows me how you treat yourself. It's just like you are stingy to yourself. How will you, when you get married, where is the miracle that is going to happen that you begin to treat your wife or your spouse well? You treat them well you treat them well from how will I say, from the mentality that you have. If you are greedy, you will treat your spouse well from that greed mentality. You'll be giving small and tell her that we need to save. You're not saving anything. And also how you treat other people will show me how you relate with other people. Are you patient enough with people? Do you relate with people based on the fact that you also make mistakes? Do you relate with people also knowing that It could have been me there doing these things. Then, and you see that your personal standard can also be reflected in how you expect people to treat, how you expect to be treated by other people. Some people don't treat people well, but they expect to be treated well. And you will get this kind of treatment that you give to people. When you have high standards, you expect to be treated with the highest regard. However, when your standards are low, it suggests that you are lacking self-esteem. I told the guy that, look, if you want to go, he said he was going to a gathering and he was wearing t-shirts and jeans. For a gathering that you're going to meet elderly people and you're going to speak to them. I said to him, he said he doesn't like to wear tie, he doesn't like to wear native, doesn't like to, but I say you like the money of those people that wear tie and wear suit and wear all those things and in that place. If you like their money, then you have to be like them enough to speak to them and collect their money. If not, how will you be able to reach there? And I told him that, see, even if you don't, you want to wear jeans, wear a shirt and put a jacket, get a blazer and put a jacket and go there, or find a smart casual native. There are many things. It doesn't have to be, nobody's saying you should wear agbada or wear whatever and cover yourself. Nobody's saying that. But look smart, look presentable, look mature, you know. And he went there, you know, and I said, try as much as possible to make sure you cover all this, your immature behavior at times that you have. I said, look, this is how you behave, this is how you behave. He came back and he was happy. And he said, do you know that these people I used to see on television, I see on newspaper and magazines, they were talking to me as if we were equals. I said, it's because of the way you are dressed. They say, dress the way you want to be addressed. So you've always been dressing like a 20-year-old. That's why they will take you as a juvenile. So he learned a lesson that day. Set high standards for yourself. When you set high standards for yourself, people will hear it from your mouth. You know, somebody was telling me, how will people know? I told him, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Just load yourself with what you expect of yourself. Carry yourself well. When you speak, it will come out. People will look at you and they will judge you by what they see. Respect yourself. And now people, you know, there are some parties that I see people try to crash into those parties. Do you know that? Have you been to a party that when you enter the party, there's nobody that is getting you or nobody is talking, but when you enter the party, see the people there, you by yourself, you will walk out of that place. You say, no, I don't belong here. It's because you have low self-esteem, because you have not grown your personal standard. If you dress well, you'll be able to go there and talk. If you go to such places and rehearse talking to them, maybe the first time you will make a mistake, you'll be shocked, and by the time you do it 3-4 times, you can talk to anybody. That boosts your self-esteem, your morale. You have to raise your game, because the marketplace is very, how will I say it? The marketplace doesn't give you much chance, doesn't give you a second chance. So you have to nail it the first time. But can we achieve high standard at once? No. You might not be able to achieve that high standard. I say set your standard high. But the act of trying moves you far closer than if you had set your standard on average. The more, set the bar very high. You might not get it the first time, but as you're striving to get it, one day you realize that you've surpassed the target that you set for yourself. Raise your personal standard. You know, raise your personal standard, and it will help you to maximize your potential. Okay, let me give you some tips of what can help you maximize your potentials. The first one is personal vision and mission statement. When you go to companies you see them write their vision and mission statement, They are not writing it because it's a requirement of CAC. It's not a requirement of CAC. Is they are writing it so when they are coming to work, they are seeing the reason why they come to this office every day. They are seeing the reason, they have seen the vision, and they are seeing the mission of how they can accomplish those things. Have your own, everybody needs their own personal vision and mission statement. We all need. This will help you, this will guide you along the journey towards your goal. When you miss the mark, go back to your vision, and go back to your mission statement. Make sure that your mission and vision statement play around your personal strength. Don't go and get a vision and mission statement that is far away from your place of strength. Then you'll be struggling every time to make it. Everything you do must play to your strength. I tell people, don't concentrate on your weakness. Your weakness can't help you. That's why we call it weakness. Concentrate on your strength. Your strength can help you. Yes, you can try to improve in your weakness, but concentrate on your strength. In a company, if you're a CEO, employ people based on your area of weakness, not your area of strength. Don't go and bring people or partner with people that have the strength, kind of strength that you have. Then it means that both of you will going to have the same weakness. But partner with them, people that have strength in your area of weakness, and it will help you. Okay, number 2 tip that I want to give you how to improve your, to maximize your potential is commit yourself to constant and never-ending improvement. Never-ending improvement. In other words, what am I saying? Become a lifelong learner. You must learn. Go to YouTube. A lot of people, a lady came, I think it was 2017 or 2016. She briefly came from the UK, looking for what to do. She started, idea came, she wanted to start baking cake, something that she can do on the side. She has never baked cake in her life before. She learned it on YouTube. And anytime she will bake a cake, people will be nodding their head and saying, oh, okay, that this is good. She learned it on YouTube. There are a lot of people that taught themselves how to speak well, how to improve their grammar, vocabulary, and all that through the internet. Some people learn by books, read books. Leaders are readers. When you stop reading and learning, you have stopped living. You just begin to deteriorate. So to improve your personal standards and by extension, maximize your potential, you must commit yourself to learning everything you can that will potentially help you to improve yourself and to get better results. Maximizing potential is one thing and one thing alone. It is about results. It's about achieving results. If you are not achieving results, it means that you are stagnant. You want results. You are dissatisfied because you want results. So you need to change. And the second point is you must continually be learning something or continuously learning something that will push you along the way. The third one is to cultivate a competitive spirit. See, people say don't compete. When they say don't compete with, people say competitive spirit is not competing because somebody bought one shoe you go to buy. I know the Bible tells us that those that compare themselves with themselves are not wise. But in the marketplace, you cannot do anything without knowing what your competition is doing. So that's what I mean, competitive spirit. When you want to start a business, you must do market survey, industry scan. And when you do that industry scan, you are monitoring the activities, of potential competitors, and they too, they will be monitoring those the new entrants into the market. So competition is what makes you wake up in the morning and do better in the marketplace, because you know that if you don't do better, customers will go to your competitors. So you must cultivate a competitive spirit. You need to challenge yourself each day to push forward towards your goal. That is for someone that wants to. I talked about the business, but now you as the person that is running the business, you must challenge yourself. If you read one book a month, try to challenge yourself to start reading 2 books in a month. Do certain things in a month. If you're not challenging yourself, then you are not growing. And if you're not growing, then you won't change. You can't change if you're not growing. And if you don't change, this probably means that you won't be able to change either. Your circumstances will not change. Your circumstances will be as they have always been, and you will yet again hold yourself back from maximizing your full potential. People are complaining, but nobody is doing anything. We are complaining about our country, but nobody is doing anything. Even as we are in this country, my country, Nigeria, yet people are complaining that a lot of things, but still opportunities are there on a daily basis. We have opportunities on a daily basis because people are looking. What are people looking for in this time of lockdown, or in this pandemic time, these scary times? What are people looking for? Those opportunities are still there. Challenge yourself to find out what people want. It's not that difficult. Challenge yourself to go out there, meet people, do your own research to find out what do people want that I can do. If you sit down and keep saying that the country economy is this or that, the economy will continue to be like that. But if you decide to make a move and say, no, I want to find something else I can do, challenge yourself to do something extra. Because if you do nothing, nothing will happen to your circumstances. Nothing will happen to your circumstances. Your circumstances will always be the same. And they will be there looking at you in the face, trying to hold you down. Okay? So have a competitive spirit. Compete with yourself to make sure you grow and do something better. Because you need to scale. You need to be able to change your circumstances. And that is basically is for results. And that is basically what maximizing potentials is all about. Okay, the number 4 point I want to bring out here is be willing to accept criticism and feedback. You need to use feedback to make improvements in your life. It's very important. Everybody around me at one point or the other, I'm asking them, so what do you think? I always ask. There was somebody I was asking a few years ago, and he was looking at me. I told him, it's not because I don't know what to do. It's just because I want your opinion. In the multitude of counselors, there's safety. He felt that I should know it all. Why am I asking? I said, I did not come to tell you how to run. I didn't say come and run Marketplace Apostles. What I said, this event that we held or this thing that happened, what is your own views? How can we do it better? You need feedback because there's just something that somebody saw you did not see in the team. You need feedback. Always ask for feedback from your spouse, from your employees, from your friends, from your relatives. Always ask for feedback. It helps you to do more. Accept criticism. Some are negative, some are positive. Accept them all. Then sit back and go and analyze what some people are just vicious. They just want to criticize. When you look at it, don't throw it away without analyzing it. When you analyze it and you feel that this is negative, it holds no water, throw it away. But if there's something positive there, take that one and improve. Okay? You should essentially be your harshest critic. Really. You should critique everything that you do. You know, sometimes I will preach a word or I will teach, and people say, oh, that teaching was good, but by my own standard, I didn't like what I did. And people say it's okay. I'm always asking people, how did I do? It's not because your affirmation in any way or your whatever you tell me is going to make me feel good. No. I genuinely want to hear from you for you to say, okay, this is this, this is that. I ask people, I say, what's the topic? I share the topics I want to take up. What do you think? What do you think people are feeling right now? It doesn't mean anything. I want to be relevant. I want to bring out relevant topics. So my people here, I always send them, um, suggest to me one thing or what do you think about this? It doesn't mean that I don't know what to do. It's just that I want us two heads are better than one. Okay, so learn to take criticism, and also be your own toughest critic. All right. Another thing that can help you to maximize your potential is to hold yourself to your lofty standards. Hold yourself to your lofty standards. You need to be tough on yourself. See that image that you see yourself, hold it. I want to be a captain of industry one day. I want to be the president of this country. I wish you well though. I want to be a senator. I want to be a whatever you want to be. Hold yourself to the standard. Whatever you want to be a business person, a captain of industry. Find out the lifestyle of these people that are already there. Then begin to see yourself every night. See yourself, put yourself in that image. Every day, every night, put yourself in that image. This is what you want to be, and you will become that. The people who achieve massive success in life always hold themselves accountable. Don't say it's because my father didn't pay my school fees, that's why I'm starting late. It's not because my wife quarreled with me today, it means that I cannot perform. It's not because there was traffic coming to work, that's why I'm this. People always put the blame outside, not in themselves. We need to continually challenge ourselves to work harder and to do better. Okay, then my last point on this is you need a plan of action. Without plan, you've already planned to fail. That can help you unite all these individual components I've been talking about. The primary purpose of your plan is to guide you towards your goal. Your plan can also serve as a catalyst to help you broaden your skills, enhance opportunities, and gain very valuable insights. Your plan of action, therefore, serves as a platform to help you maximize your ability to achieve your goals. Like I said, this is where you are. There's a ravine here, or and this is where you want to go. You can't come down, and you cannot build a bridge. So how do I get there? What do I need to do? Have there been people that have passed this road before? Perhaps I need to find out from them what they did. Perhaps I need to understand how to get from one point to the other. There must be a plan. There must be a plan to personal. You must have core values. Another thing that I didn't say was, what I didn't say was that personal standards are built around core values. I can't exceed this. This is what I can do. This is what I can offer. Find out where you are and critically analyze what you need to get to where you need to be. Some guy told me many years ago he wants to be a motivational speaker, and I told him what he needed to do. I just gave him one book, analyze it, go analyze it, call me, let us be talking. I want to discuss this. The guy was in Lagos, called me on the phone. I said, I will call him. He said, phone. I said, don't worry, I will call you. And he wasn't able to finish one book. And this is going to 5-6 years. He has not finished the book because he has not called me. But yet you want to speak. How do you speak? What is the plan? People that you want to be like, what are they doing? Success has certain habits that you need to imbibe. What do you need to do to get to that level and to that state? You need to find that out. You need to have a plan, because that is the plan that will help you to achieve that which you want. Okay. I don't know. I don't think we are out completely on the topic maximizing your potentials, but I've come to the end of this presentation. I think next week we will do something else on this maximizing your potentials before we move on. I think I would like to do something else. But let's see how it goes. I want to thank you guys, especially you guys on Instagram. Collins, one more time, thank you for coming. I see Stockfish Warehouse. Thank you for coming. I see Chris Niger. Also, thank you uh, for coming. And the rest of you on Facebook, on Zoom, I welcome you. I see Pastor Grace is here, King Daniel, and also on YouTube. I can see you guys, but also I thank you guys for coming today. And what you need to do is just to help us to share help us to share this and invite someone for next week, Monday. But before I leave, I have a program on Wednesday, and that is my mentoring session. People say, Uche, I need you to mentor me. I need you to be a mentee. I don't have that time to mentor people anymore one-on-one. I actually have a paid coaching session, and those are the people I mentor one-on-one. But what I do is that you can ask me any question that you want on a Wednesday by 4 p.m. I am live on Wednesday by 4 p.m. and I answer any question, and you don't need to put your full name. I don't need to know you. You don't need to know me. Most people just put their name, like Chris O, from New York, or Chris O from Lagos. We just want you to send where you are, your name and your location is just what we ask for. And I can just come out and just advise. There are 5 areas of focus in Marketplace Apostle that we deal with. And the reason why we're here is area of business, leadership, career development, personal finance, and relationships, which as it relates to marriages, corporate relationships, and interpersonal relationships. This is all we offer here at Marketplace. So feel free to ask me any questions on Wednesday by 4 p.m. and I will answer it. And like I said, just do us. Just if you enjoyed this teaching today, just when you get the notification or you see it, just forward it to someone else, or forward it. Like us, Uche and Marketplace Apostle. Like us on our social media handle so you can get the notification when they come. Some people say, how can I have a one-on-one with you, and how can I want you to coach me. Yeah, I have a coaching session if you're interested, but that is paid for. But if you don't want to go that route, you can just put on a message for me on Wednesday, and I will still answer you. That one I do for free. This one I do for free. This is my own contribution. This is my own CSR. But if you want more, yeah, sure, you can reach out. If you want, I have ebooks. I have ebooks, I have audio, I have video, I have courses that already on ucheonochie.com. If you go to ucheonochie.com, you will see those books there. They are highly discounted, not much at all. The ebooks and the audio you can receive, some are less than 500, some 1,000. It's just something you can easily pick up. So visit richonoche.com and you will be able to see all those things. And if you want to reach out for me for the coaching, I'm also all ears. So with that, we wrap up today, and I say have a blessed and a good night. God bless you guys.